Happy Friday, DPEE families, and welcome back to the September 3rd Principal's Office. Hola, familias de DPEE y bienvenidos a la oficina del director. Si necesita traducción al español, active los subtítulos aquí. Haga clic en el botón de configuración aquí. Luego haga clic en subtítulos. Haga clic en introducir automáticamente y desplacese hacia abajo hasta español. Y haz clic en español y estás listo. All right, families, let's get started. So as you all know, our agenda for our principal's office is to start with important dates, family feedback, announcements, and then we will end with scholar focuses and make sure you all have our contact information so that you can reach us with whatever you need. First things first, we are sending you all love and support as we had Hurricane Ida impact a lot of our families, our staff members, and our scholars this past Wednesday. If you need anything, if you just need to talk through some things, we are here for you. We are all recovering from the storm that happened this past week. And so there's a lot of our school team and those outside of our school team that are feeling the effect of the hurricane. So please reach out and let us know if there's anything that we can do for you. We are sending our love and support. Okay, so some of these important dates have been repeated from last week and some are new. So starting at the top, we have no school for Labor Day and Rosh Hashanah, that being Monday, September 6th, Tuesday, September 7th, and Wednesday, September 8th of next week, which means we return back to school for our first full day on September 9th, that Thursday. And that is, again, our first full day of school. We will dismiss at 3:30 p.m. that day. On 9/10, which is a Friday, we go back to our half-day schedule, which is 7:45 and a 1 p.m. dismissal. September 15th, Latinx Heritage Month begins. Please look out for events that are going to come up so that we can celebrate Latinx Heritage Month as a school team. September 16th, we do not have school as we observe Yom Kippur. We will have a back to school night virtual presentation, which will be content focused. So all about what your scholar is learning in school on October 6th from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then we will have back to school night classroom visits on October 7th. First grade will come into the building at 5:30 until 6 p.m. Kindergarten will come into the building at 6:15 until 6:45. So flip-flopping how we did family orientation a few weeks ago, now putting first grade at the earlier slot and kindergarten at the later slot. And then again, a little bit further out, but wanted to make sure you have these dates. On October 11th, we observe Indigenous Peoples Day and we do not have school. Giving you a second to mark these dates on your calendar. Now that Prep Academy is over, I just want to stand for our team. We are now moving to our full day schedule for Monday to Thursday, and then our half day schedule on Fridays. So Monday to Thursday moving forward will be a 7:45 arrival time with a 3:30 p.m. dismissal time. And every Friday will be 7:45 arrival time with a 1 p.m. dismissal time. That 1 p.m. dismissal time is to allow our teachers to receive the professional development that they need to be the best possible teachers that they can be for your scholars. Okay, moving on to some family feedback. So our focus together is that we are getting super great and excellent at arrival and dismissal procedures, and we are making a ton of progress since the first day, so shout out to all of us. Some glows, our car line is consistently entering on the right side. We are also consistently creating those double right side lines, moving into one line out of the parking lot, making it super easy for us to transition out of the parking lot and try to avoid any possible traffic jams that may happen in the parking lot and outside of, as we know that we are navigating our dismissal and the public still being able to use Poplar Street at that time. Our walkers line, thank you so much for being very flexible and patient for the shift that we made this week, allowing our scholars traveling by car to transition out of the building first. We know that scholars who are traveling by car tend to take a little bit more time to get into cars, into car seats, and get settled. So we do ask that if you do arrive via walking, that you give us 5 minutes starting at 1 o'clock to transition our scholars out to their cars, and then we will call walkers right away. Feedback in terms of where we can get better. If you arrive in a car, please stay in your car so that we can avoid any gaps in the line or any pauses in the line as much as possible. We have put on more staff to run scholars to cars and support scholars transitioning to cars. And so we anticipate that wait time being significantly less at this time. However, we do ask that if you do come in a car, you stay in your car to support with that process. After 8 a.m. for arrival and after 1:15 p.m. on half days for dismissal and 3:45 p.m. on full days for dismissal, you must use the side entrance on Poplar Street. After 8 a.m., you are considered a late arrival. And after 1:15 p.m. and 3:45 p.m., your scholar is considered a late pickup. And so those parking lot doors will close and be locked. And you will need to bring them to the side entrance so you can check in with our security guard before they enter school for the day. Again, our goal is that 100% of scholars are picked up by 1:15 on half days and 3:45 p.m. on full days. Thank you all so much for your grace and again, your patience with us this week as we figure out arrival and dismissal. It is clear that you all are internalizing the feedback and the information that we are sending you because we have gotten so much better from the first day and we know we'll keep getting better from here. So thank you so much. Okay, some announcements, a lot of which were repeated from last week, starting on the left with the general announcements. If you still need a uniform shirt, please follow up with Ms. Roche Jimenez. Remember that if you are picking up early, that needs to happen before 12:30 on half days and before 3 p.m. on full days. After that, you will need to wait till our regular dismissal time to pick up your scholar. For any questions, contact updates, phone call requests, please email our DPEES_info@democracyprep.org. And something that's coming up that we're super excited about is coffee and conversations with our leadership team. So we will have a virtual meeting with families for you to answer any questions, just have a touch point, or hang out if you'd like to get to know us a little bit more. So please keep a lookout for that date for our first coffee and conversations coming soon. On the right, our health and safety announcements and reminders. Again, make sure you fill out that New York City Department of Education health screening form daily when you drop off your scholar. If you have an appointment, you will be required to fill out your screening for you if you are entering our building as well. Make sure that you complete your COVID consent form. Check our Instagram and newsletter for directions on how to complete that, and then send your confirmation code to DPEES_info@democracyprep.org. As much as possible, send your scholars to school with a mask. If they do not have a mask, we will provide one for them when they arrive. As we talked about last week, a best practice is to pack your scholar an extra pair of clothes in the event of any accidents that may happen at school, and we will always notify you if those accidents occur. A reminder that we are a nut-free building, so please keep all nut products, snacks containing nuts at home. Those will not be allowed to be eaten here at school, as we do have students with severe nut allergies. And then again, if you need to set up a meeting, come in to talk to anyone, building visits are by appointment only currently, so please reach out to us if you would like to make an appointment to come into the building for any reason. Okay, a busing update. By next week, we should be able to begin providing stops for those that have applied for busing and are eligible for busing. We received an update from the Office of People Transportation that it is possible that we may not have buses available the week of the 13th. We know that that has a major impact on our families, and that is not an ideal situation at all. And so we are pushing for the week of the 13th, as we stated before, for busing transportation to begin. However, it is highly dependent on when the Office of People Transportation confirms that we can have buses doing routes to and from our school. We will have confirmed dates for you next week for you to plan for. However, as of now, please begin planning to drop off and pick up your scholar the week of the 20th of September and the week of the 27th of September, just to give us a little cushion in case the Office of People Transportation does confirm that they will not be providing busing until those dates. Again, we will follow up next week with confirmed dates for when we will have busing transportation beginning. Please plan right now to continue to drop off your scholar for the week of the 13th, the week of the 20th, and the week of the 27th in the event that we are not able to provide busing those weeks. If you have any major conflicts with that, please reach out to us, give us a call or email us, and we're happy to talk through this a little bit more. Okay, a reminder of our scholar focuses for culture and academics. We are still working on all scholars following directions the first time, raising a silent hand when they have something to say. Okay, that's something that all of our scholars are working on. And then on the academic side for kindergarten, you're focusing on name writing, counting, identifying, and writing numbers 1 to 50, writing and identifying uppercase and lowercase letters A to Z, identifying sight words, the Fry's first 100. Please check our last video for the link to those. And then for first grade, name writing, counting, identifying, and writing numbers 1 to 100, writing and identifying uppercase and lowercase letters A to Z, identifying sight words, the Fry's first 200, which we have linked in the last video that we posted. Going to leave this up for a second. All right. And to close us out, again, here is our contact information for our team should you need it. On the left, you have Ms. Roche Jimenez, our administrative manager. That's her email and phone number. Then next to her, you have Ms. Onetis Felice, our operations manager, who manages our entire operations team. Then you have Ms. Monahan, our principal in residence. And then you have me, our interim principal and principal in residence, Ms. Jones. Again, I'll leave our contact information up for a minute so you can write any numbers down that you may need. And again, our main email that goes to all 4 of us at one time is the DPEES_info@democracyprep.org.